number 30.
Some scam.
He's going to stab you in the back. Make the host and the guest exchange roles. Usurp leadership in a situation where you are normally subordinate. Infiltrate your target. Initially, pretend to be a guest to be accepted, but develop from inside and become the owner later. I like that. Well, that's the same thing I already talked about with the fire department scenario. Because that method is a lot better than the method of battle axe. Because you don't even make it through the front door if you're holding an axe, right? They're not going to let you in there.
Yeah, actually, the more I kind of listen to you, is the battle axe approach. Really, most of the time, all that does is like create another war.
For sure.
Like you just basically took one war and made another war in there. Now you got two major wars, by the way. That seems to be the result.
You know, just to give everyone a little bit of relief, where the battle axe is appropriate, 100% appropriate, is with yourself in your own life. You know what I mean? That's the difference.
That doesn't give anybody relief.
Yeah, it does, because you can use that. You want to use it.
Not on
you want to use it, but you got to use it on yourself.
Not on ourselves.
Oh, you're saying people don't want to use it on themselves?
People want to use it on others.
You should want to use it on yourself. How are you going to fix yourself? You fix it.
All right, well, listen, you
got that weakness. The battle axe.
I know, bro, but see, that's the exact thing I'm talking about with you.
Because the strange thing is the other methodology doesn't work with yourself. If you're like negotiating with yourself, like, you know what? I'm not really that weak.
I'm going to play the long game with myself.
Yeah, you know what? I thought just one donut's not that big of a deal.
Yep.
I mean, really, it's just one donut.
Yep.
Don't do that. No. Battle axe.
Yeah, see, so that yet again goes along with your whole thing where, bruh, I don't want to hear that. When I say I want to bring out the battle axe, right, Jocko, right?
You want it to be for everyone else.
Yeah,
not
the other guy, the guy causing the problems for me.
But that's not the way it works.
I know,
you only can use the battle axe on yourself. That's where you use it. And when you do that, what you do is you do solve the problem. It's the actual. So it's interesting. There's a dichotomy here. I tell people with everyone else, don't use the battle axe. That's where they want to use the battle axe. Yep. They don't want to use the battle axe on themselves. That's where I tell them to use the battle axe.
Yeah.
It's a strange world.
So
if you can figure that out, life gets a lot easier.
Yeah.
Well, it gets harder at first, but it ends up easier.
Yeah. It's so 1,000 million %. Can something be 1,000 million %
Not
true?
really, actually.
But if it could, this would be one of those things.
Yeah,
because and it's yet again one of your things where it's like, hey, Jocko, I'm trying to do this. I need to do this. Tell me the best way to do it. And your answer isn't, okay, this is how you do this better. It's, hey, you don't want to do that. You want to do this. Oh, by the way, that's the exact opposite of what you think you need to do. That's your whole thing. Same exact thing with your battle axe analogy. I'm like, hey, I need to take a battle axe to my boss, man. He just doesn't get it. All this stuff. And you're like, oh, yeah. Oh, no, you don't. You actually have to take the battle axe to yourself. That's your whole thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because if you take the battle axe to your boss, he's going to get mad at you.
Create another war.
If you take it to yourself and you cut off the hostility, you smash the hostility that you have towards your boss. If you use the battle axe on that hostility and you start treating him with respect and trying to build a relationship, guess what? You're going to win. If you use the battle axe on him, he's going to break out a bigger battle axe. And guess what? He has one because he's the boss. He's got a much bigger battle axe.
Yes, he does. And technically, isn't that the whole watering the roots thing? You know, the systemic problem solving. Start with yourself, you know?
Well, that's definitely part of it.
Yeah, kind of.
That's part of it.
Fit it in there.